It's a game where you personally took your chances and Crawley might not have done.
Yeah, I thought they were really good. I think it's a bit harsh for them to be so low in the league. Thought Ollie Palmer caused us absolute chaos, didn't he? And him and Faz had a really good battle. But they were a good side. So a lot of times last year we were the better side and we'd lose the game. So we'll take full advantage of being a little bit higher, and you get fortunate sometimes, and we managed to put some goals away.
The first goal was quite tricky, wasn't it? He took it around the keeper, had a bit of a tight angle and fed it through.
Yeah, well, I've been waiting for a ball like that for a while now, just to be slid in, and I need Brownie high up the pitch because he's got that kind of quality, and thankfully he's managed to read my run, and keeper's come out quite quickly, so I've managed to put it around him and put it away, and it was a good feeling because I've had a couple of games without a goal.
You got two today, and the second one from Junior Mondale fed it through to you. It looked like he could have shot, but he looked up, saw you, and it was quite an easy goal maybe for you.
Yeah, he knows he's got to cross it there to me. No, he's done terrific, to be fair. Boys are winding up saying that he shot, but for me, I think he showed some good composure, and he see me in the back post just to tap it in. So good feeling to score the winner, obviously. But I think team performance was good.
You say last season it's the sort of game that we might not have won today.
Yeah.
We did win. Obviously, it's the sort of form and the sort of thing that will happen when you're pushing for the playoffs and the top of the table.
Yeah, exactly. And I think the higher you up, the more luck you get. And when you're lower down, you don't get any luck. And obviously, they were probably a better team than us today. Caused us a lot of problems, but the boys at the back managed to kick the ball out the net, and the boys in front managed to score some goals. So it's a positive result for us.
Obviously tricky when you're coming back into the club. Do you feel a bit more settled in now? There's not so many eyes on you, there's so much expectation when you came back in January.
Yeah, obviously it's a tough couple of months. I'm the first to admit that, but I'm just really glad that I've got good people around me. I've got a good manager, got a good chairman who's really supportive with me, and obviously all I think about now is Forest Green and hopefully getting us promoted.
And obviously you're here for next season as well. Do you know what's going to happen? Is the Bolton thing over now as far as you're aware?
Yeah, completely over. There's obviously it all ended. I've come back, and that's just how it is now. Yeah, I'm a Forest Green player, and I'm here for one more year, and then see what happens.
They're also going to trick in time themselves, Bolton. I guess it felt like you made John to sink and ship. But do you still keep in contact with them? Also, they're still having a tricky time, but the fans are still trying to get behind them. They really did support you as well, the fans, didn't they?
Yeah, I had a really good relationship with a lot of the players there, and I'm still in contact with a lot of them. Good friends, and it was one of the best changing rooms I've ever been in. There were a lot of experienced lads who've earned a lot of money and played in the Premier League, so it was great to learn off them, and I just wish them all the best, to be honest. Great lads, the staff were really good with me as well, and the fans as well, so I just wish them all the best.
And you're happily settled back in Gloucestershire now, obviously. You want to keep going up the leagues, don't you? You play Championship football, got that big money deal. I know you want to go up with Forest Green, but obviously it must be hard, and you may be looking at other teams as well, possibly, or just going up with Forest Green through the leagues.
No, fully focused with Forest Green. When you start getting ahead of yourself, that's when your performances start to dip. I think that was probably one of the problems when I first come back. My performances weren't good enough because my head was probably not on it. But now I'm trying to get my performances better. And then with the performances, the goals come. So that's all I'm thinking about now. It's just fully focused on Forest Green.
And hopefully playing at Wembley potentially.
Well, yeah, I like it there, so hopefully.
Christian, thank you.
Christian, you said there that perhaps your head wasn't in it at the start for understandable reasons. What did you do, and perhaps the lads around you, to sort of help you get settled back in again?
It wasn't that my head was not on it. It was just, it's hard, like you've just got to move to the Championship, and then you're back in League Two. I think my last game in the Championship was against Stoke. They've just come down from the Premier League, so that's difficult, obviously. But I've got some great people, obviously mum and dad, all my friends at home, and all the boys at Forest Green have been terrific with me. The manager as well, and the chairman, like I said before, they've been great. I've had a sit down with Dale and the gaffer, and all they've been is supportive, and they just want me to get back to my best, where I got an opportunity to play at a higher level.
That's it. You mentioned that you played at a high level. Perhaps may have been a different style in the Phil Parks, and was it also tough to maybe readjust back to playing the style of Forest Green play?
Yeah, big time. Yeah, obviously the gaffer at Bolton played a little bit different to the way that we play at Forest Green, so it took me a while to adjust to the style of football at Bolton. But I think the last 7 games I started when I was there, so I was really starting to make some progress. And obviously to come back at Forest Green, changing complete styles again. So obviously you've got to get used to it, but with the good support I've got around me, I've managed to pick up a little bit of form. Hopefully, there's 5 games to go now till the playoffs, so hopefully I can get on a really good goal scoring run and then see where it takes us.
That's it, a brace. It's double figures for Forest Green this season, despite being away. That must give you a bit of confidence.
Yeah, Brownie was giving it the big one because he was top goal scorer for a little while, but he's like, that's what I'm going for. So hopefully I can score goals and help us do what we want to achieve and see where that takes us. Obviously, we're a very ambitious club, and so are the players in the changing room.
Brilliant. Cheers, Christian. Congratulations.
Do you think the experience you had at Bolton, do you feel you gave you enough period to feel you can compete at that level?
Yeah, well, at the end of the day, I started the last 7 games when I was there. I think that shows that I was doing well. I think I was training well, and the manager, we had a good relationship, and there was some good strikers there, and if I'm starting the last 7 games, one up top, I'm obviously doing something right. Obviously, first going in there, it was difficult to adjust. Just remember, I'm someone who's played Welsh Division 2 about 6 years ago, playing with no linesman, and then I'm playing in the Championship for Bolton. It's everything. I'm always learning, and I'm always trying to improve, and that'll never change.
It must have been so difficult for you, through no fault of your own. There was obviously something going on in the background where the money wasn't sorted out and that kind of thing.
Well, that was difficult as well, because I think I always knew something was going to happen, and obviously the day that it happened, it was kind of like, I've been waiting for this to happen now, because obviously behind the scenes at Bolton, it's not very good, in a very good position at the moment, and obviously the boys talk in the changing room, and it was kind of something I always expected, but it's just one of those things. I've just got to move on with my life now, and just concentrate on Forest Green, because I love it here. It's like, I love this football club, and it's a club that I've had my best experiences with, and I'm hoping for many more.
It'd be a dream to be in the Championship with Forest Green.
Imagine that, with a big old stadium on 213, it'd be terrific, a little village club. That's what dreams are made of.
Yeah, do you feel that the experience you gained up there, despite all that happened, will stand you good for the rest of the season and get them into, get you promoted?
Yeah, I think so. Obviously, it's a completely different style of football, so it's different. But I was around characters that have played at a higher level, and you see how they prepare day to day.
Sure.
And so professional the boys at Bolton were, and obviously I've learned so much more. I consider myself as a professional off the pitch, and that's just pushed me on even more.
Sure.